Hi, everybody. This is part two of a little series I just wanted to do about going over some of the things that I do when I go through a research article or a book. Some things to kind of help you keep organized, especially if there's a long time in between reading sources or you're working on a big project. Part one was about creating these citations, which I like to do at the top of just a Word document that has various notes on it. So we've done that in part one, and then now we're just going to take the notes. And this way, I can just copy and paste when I'm actually writing what I want to write. And because I'm weird, I just like to put a sort of a line that delineates between the citation part and the actual notes. So we'll go back to the article. I have a few spots here where I have very clumsily highlighted some information that I find relevant. So we have this passage here that's talking about how these bee bowls are apparent in the areas of Arbroath, Montrose, and Brechin. This is interesting to me because I study Angus. That's my the area that I studied for my PhD, and then also in and around St Andrews in Fife. So that is interesting for me. So I am going to put this down here. And we're going to note what page this is on the article. Pages are on the top. It is 106. Okay, you can put as detailed as you want. I do encourage actually putting in as much detail as you can. If you want to copy and paste quotes, that's fine. Or type them out depending on if you can copy and paste from what you're reading. But yeah, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to jot down a few notes here. Again, we have here talking about Angus and considerable profit derived in 1678. 1678. And then again, note down the page number. And we have another thing here. It's talking about traditional farming was oats, grass, and barley. So you can have as detailed of oops, I froze everything. There we go. Notes as you want. Obviously, there would be a little bit more than this from this article, but for the sake of the video, I just wanted to show a little bit here of keeping track of the page numbers, which is very important, and then putting some notes in here. Another thing that you could do if you wanted to is to use the snipping tool, which you can then use to kind of grab little bits of text, and then you can just sort of copy and paste. Well, copying it is the snipping, and then pasting it there, and then you could sort of just annotate that that was page 107 there. All depends on how you sort of want to work, how quickly you want to work, etc. They're pretty quick ways to do it. And that is part two of this series of reading a journal article with me.